This might be the most underrated horror slasher film of 2023. Hey YouTube, what's up? Abraham here, back for another video here at A Vlogs, where I dish out the latest news, reviews, and updates on everything and anything in pop culture. For this one, we're going to be talking about the film Thanksgiving. I was actually surprised about this movie because I didn't know much heading in. Wala akong masyadong background knowledge about it. Napanood ko lang yung trailer probably once or twice and then I just sped through it. I didn't think it's going to be a hit, but I was actually surprised with the story itself and the backstory. So let's start with that. The backstory of this film actually was a trailer inside a double feature film. So that trailer was just shown in like that double feature of Death Proof, and I forgot the other film. Decided to make it a feature-length film, and this is what we get. And I was actually very surprised with what this film is all about. A killer who's masked in a John Carver pilgrim kind of costume or getup, and medyo pilgrim or Thanksgiving themed yung mga killings in a way, but it's because of a Thanksgiving sale in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Basically, nagkagulo sa isang parang store, and then stampede and all of these things, and then fast forward to the year after, killings start occurring from this parang masked killer. And it's actually very fun as a movie, and that's where I'll start. The whole feels of this movie is very fun and exciting. It's very reminiscent of Scream, but in a very gory way. Now, that's something I have to touch on now, because if you're gonna watch this here in Philippine cinema or in the cinemas in the Philippines, expect that there's gonna be a lot of cuts. It's obvious that they cut scenes, so people can watch it on the big screen. So I'm actually waiting for it to be available in full glory or in its full form with an uncut version. But nonetheless, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get gore. You're gonna get to see a bit of that, but not to its full extent. So I actually want to see that again. The story in itself is what's very interesting in a way, because the way it's formatted, it's not like Scream na medyo meta horror film siya, no? But the mystery behind it, the thriller aspect, is really, really intriguing. Like, it keeps you second guessing yourself, time in, time out, which is really fun. Again, that is my description of this film. It's fun and exciting because you're left trying to figure out sino nga ba yung killer, who is it, who's the mastermind behind everything, ano ba yung motive and all of that. So you're kind of playing detective alongside the cast. And the cast in itself, although majority of them are very unfamiliar for me, Patrick Dempsey is here, and I was actually surprised that he's in a horror film and that he was actually able to deliver and in a way carry this film. The twist was actually very interesting. So that's what I really liked about this movie. It's a movie that's gonna keep you questioning everything. You're not aware who the real killer is, so it's very far from being predictable like most slasher horror films are. It's also one that's not formulaic for some reason, because I think it's the unique combination of having that gory, like Saw vibes, and then having Scream. Like, if you took Scream to the next level, this is what you get. If it's gonna be a full-blown Thanksgiving franchise every year in November, it's gonna be fun. There is several moments that really grossed me out. I kind of wanted to vomit because medyo how even, but then it's a creative masterpiece kind of moment as well for me. Like, whoa, you actually were able to think about that level of sadistic nature to the torture and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. I pose it as a question, but I'll answer it now. I think this is the most underrated horror film of the year. People are gonna skip out on it probably, but then you shouldn't, because it is worthwhile. So I actually give this film a score of 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's really great. I really loved it, and I do suggest that you guys check out Thanksgiving. It's in cinemas right now here in the Philippines, so do catch it while you still can. That's pretty much it for this video. Once again, my name is Abraham. Don't forget to make every day into an adventure. God bless, guys, and peace.